Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your April 2026 predictions. I'll introduce your piles to you for today's reading, but before I do that, I just want you to know that you can pick your piles using your zodiac signs. If this is something you're interested in, you'll find the timestamp for that down in the description box, which will take you straight to this part of the introduction where we shuffle your signs and find out in which of the piles they'll fall under. And if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, this is also an option, and you will find the timestamp for that as well down in the description box. Otherwise, let me zoom you in so that you can take a close look at your cards and crystals. There we go. So for pile number 1, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. For pile number 2, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. For pile number 3, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And for pile number 4, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. So, take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to different piles, maybe you're drawn to a crystal from one pile and a card from another, or perhaps all of the piles. Maybe you're just drawn to one pile and you know that's the one. Whatever you feel is the right one or ones for you. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section of the introduction, you can pick your pile using your zodiac signs. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. Let me put these to the side. And in a moment, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Right, so these will be the signs for pile 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. These will be the signs for pile number 3. And these will be the signs for pile number 4. Okay, so let's see what we have. For pile 1, the signs are Aquarius, Gemini, as well as Libra. For pile number 2, the signs are Leo, Virgo, as well as Scorpio. For pile number 3, the signs are Pisces, Taurus, as well as Sagittarius. And the signs for pile number 4 are Capricorn, Aries, as well as Cancer. So these are the different signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that, of course. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. All right, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And as you may know, what I like to do is assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so the magician will be presenting pile number 1, the high priestess pile number 2, the empress pile number 3, the emperor pile number 4, which is also an emperor. Bingo. That's a synchronicity right there. And what I like to do is simply shuffle the cards around until one of them grabs my attention, and that's usually through a mistake, like the cards could bump into each other. I could miss pulling a card from the other side or passing a card to the other side. Oh, I just did something. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to pass this card on, which I didn't. And this way I know which one is your chosen pile. Okay, so for today's reading, my dear soul family, your chosen pile is pile number 4. I saw the synchronicity in the beginning. So these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your April 2026 predictions. Oh, we've got a card already. Today, as you can see, we're taking a look at your predictions, and these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. As you can see on the far right is an empty astrological chart of houses, in which I'll be using to cast some runes on, and this way we get an accurate and detailed reading for your month. And very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Gemini, as well as Libra. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what the energies are for your month of April 2026. My dear pile number 1. And let's get straight into it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these are the runes that I see for your chart. What do we have? We've got 2 in the 9th house. You know, this one is a little bit towards the 10th house as well. What do we have? This is the Uruz rune. Nice. Okay, so we've got the Uruz rune. We've got the Algiz rune. A lot of power. Whoa. A lot of power in the 9th house. And you've got the Yewaz rune in the 8th house. Okay, very interesting. Let's put your chart to the side. And of course, I'm sure the cards are going to be showing us more. But I kind of feel like in the 8th house and the 9th house, there's a rather focused energy that's going on for you this month. I feel like it's not about how many events happen this month for you. It's mainly you being super focused on some form of transition in your life or a big transformation, a big event that is going to change one area or another in your life. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what you have. So you've got the card communication with the keyword complexity. Doesn't it look like broken mirrors that are reflecting different, it's like small different areas of a specific surface or something? So you've got communication. You've got the card forgiveness. Very interesting. That's the power of forgiveness. And got the Enneagram Perfection. Wow. It's under the category of Essence. And the keywords here are experience integration, accepting others. How interesting. Okay, growth, balance, various visions. That's what I saw here. Plus, the ninth house could be, various visions because you're exploring different ideas, you and a group of people, maybe. Mistake, acceptance. How interesting. There's a lot of forgiveness and a lot of listening to other people, listening to each other, understanding that you have different perspectives. Very interesting. I wonder how that's playing out in your life. We'll see. So you've got the card, have a great time. I love this for you. Okay. All right, look, it's looking great. And you've got the card virus. All right, let's see what you have in terms of your tarot cards. So, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of April 2026, please? What can they expect? So, wow, you and a lot of people are having great fun. This is the card of great fun. Have a great time. So, 4 of Wands. You've got the 8 of Cups. The Justice card. And I see 2 people in agreement there. Ooh, we got to be careful with that. Let's place a rune. Right. Gotta be careful of the YouTube rules. You've got the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you keep having you coming together with some people or getting along with some people, having fun with a group of people. And you've got the 2 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of that here. So what am I seeing? It does look to me like there's a massive transformation in your life this month when it comes to fractured communication with some important people in your life. It looks like with the virus, there was an idea perhaps that was making this connection with you and others ill. So maybe you're asking at this point, who are these people? I'm not sure, Reem, who you're referring to. So these people are Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords. These are people who you used to have a beautiful and loving relationship with. The Ace of Cups. It was, Ace of Cups is primary. So this could be like the original people. What do I mean by original people? Like your friend from childhood, a sibling, a parent, a spouse, even any sort of partner, really. So it's an integral relationship with the Ace of Cups. And it was a relationship, obviously, or relationships that truly hurt you with the 3 of Swords. Again, the swords are the mind. And so this means that you were hurt, you were all hurt because you have different ideas that maybe hurt you, right? Maybe you've had limiting beliefs towards the relationship. Maybe you said things that hurt one another. And so with virus, it makes me feel like the relationship is generally beautiful, but it's that one little thing that wreaked havoc. It could have been one word that you said, or one word that this person has said to you that hurt the both of you. I feel like there's something little, but it's nasty. I want to say that this reading this month is talking about your relationship with some close people, where something small came in the between all of you, and initially all of you may have thought, oh, this is a small deal, or maybe you belittled something, you took something for granted, or maybe you all thought that this wasn't such a big deal. Why would this make such a big deal? Until you've discovered that how something so small can be the detriment of the whole relationship. So it's an otherwise healthy relationship, that got spoiled at some point with some misunderstanding. Maybe you guys took something for granted, like you said something mean to each other that you didn't know would bear massive consequences. So, any more clues regarding who these people are? Just one more. The devil card. Yeah, you see, you guys really love each other. There's something that got in the way with the devil, that these could be like lies, these could be um, desires that stood in your way. These could be limitations that weren't there, that didn't have to be there. I think it could have been solved with proper communication, because here it looks like it's a fractured communication. And so, what do I see? I see forgiveness between you and this group of people. You guys will all realize that the relationship was, I think, perfect. There's something about this month where all of you will realize that it didn't need to go awry to this degree, that it's so beautiful, and that it was a little thing, but little things mean a lot. It's not always the big things, it's most of the time the small things that do stand in the way of beautiful relationships. And so it seems like that was the situation there. The devil card teaches us that it's never something that you're stuck to. There's always a chance for you to let go of whatever this limitation is. And it seems like this is what's happening between you and these people this month. Yes, I do see that you are exploring ideas together. The Uru's rune is a rune of health, vitality, strength. Algi's rune is kind of the same. It's the rune of strength also. It's the rune of protection as well. So in the ninth house, which is a house all about wisdom and exploring ideas, I do foresee that this is a month where you are all communicating properly together, realizing that the situation you are discussing is of great complexity. It's not as simple as each one of you may have thought about it. I think there's an understanding that it needs deeper diving into. It's kind of like you realize it's not black and white, it's some form of shade of gray. And only through proper communication will you guys be able to find a balance with the Justice card, balance the rightful thing to do and say, how to respect each other's different boundaries, each other's desires. And I do foresee that this connection is reuniting with experience integration. It's reuniting. This time you're coming together with great strength, and it's the beginning of a lot of fun between you and these people. And sometimes when something of that sort happens to a relationship, it only makes it stronger and deeper. But through this experience, through this experience, it just makes a connection deeper and stronger, more loyal to each other, more understanding, and valuing what you have even more than before. So yes, I do see a lot of love between the two of you this month. And so this is why we do foresee here with the 8th house a massive transformation between you and others. How about we explore, again, by the way, I'm just noticed the Yewas rune could also be sometimes seen as protection. So you do have a lot of protection, and it looks like you guys will be protecting each other or protected from anything of that sort happening again. So I'm asking about how the differences between you and what's going to be discussed this month. So the Fool card, I do see that it's a whole new page with a lot of loyalty. And the discussion goes around, we don't know how it's going to go next. We have no idea what's going to happen next. But that's okay, because we are willing to explore this journey together, and come what may. There'll be great times, and sometimes it may not be easy. But with the tools and the discussions that you have, that's what the Fool is, you will be able to overcome what happens. Because the Fool is not the archetype that's going on a journey unprepared. They do have things prepared, the minimum for this journey. And so it's kind of like if someone were to jump into the pool or into the water, if anything happens, the fool in that case knows how to swim. And so that's the sort of understanding or idea here. As you forgive each other and understands the complexity of each one's different point of view and what it reflects, maybe you don't know what's coming, but you're very excited and very happy to be back again. You're very excited about the fun time, the fun times that you're going to have together, the new journey that you're going to have together. And but at the same time, you don't know what to expect. But at least with the form of communication, proper communication and proper transformation that you will have this month, it's kind of like we have the tools in how to navigate whatever may come. Come what may. So I was gonna take a look at the different point of views that you will be discussing this month, because didn't I tell you guys? It seems to be the focus this month. Yeah, probably a lot of things are gonna happen, but this seems to be the main focus of the month. How to protect the relationship moving forward. So let's take a look at your points of discussions this month. This is their point of view, and this is your point of view. You have another card here, by the way. Oh, these are different too. Maybe that's what you're gonna, the middle ground. So their point of view. King of Swords, King of Wands. Okay, so this person comes across a little bit as authoritarian with all the kings here. They have a bunch of rules that they believe in. They have powers that they've leaned too much on that gets their way, that allows them to get their way. And so this is their point of view. These are my rights. I am maybe with the kings, perhaps I'm older than you, or maybe I'm your manager, or maybe I'm your parent, or maybe you should respect me. Tradition says you should respect me. Anything like that? And you've got your point of view, which is the king. Another, gosh, two powers opposing. Oh my God. So you've got the King of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Your point of view is that you bring so much to the table, powerful things to the table, perhaps the very thing that keeps this connection surviving or alive or thriving even. Two of Wands is you want balance. It seems you want fairness. Perhaps you want balance of power, because there's a lot of overuse of power on this side. So you want balance, a balance of power. Perhaps you want fairness, and justice is definitely happening here. So yeah, that's what's going on. And what are you guys reaching this month? Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So for liberation and freedom, Eight of Wands. I feel like also Eight of Wands, by the way, is communication. So there is a lot of communication, a lot of freedom, like understanding what's important to the both of you and making sure that things flow easily for the both of you, that not one desire opposes another desire from the other partner. I feel like both of you are flowing in the same direction. Now, Six of Swords suggests that it may not happen all at once at the same time. Six of Swords shows that this is a process that is going to happen by time. And that's why you had the Fool right away, which shows that it's not going to be all rosy in the beginning. But the beautiful part is that you're aligned. You're fully aligned, where there is no communication opposing the other. That's the most important thing. Is it going to take time with the Six of Swords for you to finally reach the right balance? Yes, because you are in agreement, and you're doing it honestly, and so you're taking your good time with the Six of Swords to navigate the situation with wisdom, taking it step by step, taking it journey or trip by trip, to make sure that you know how to apply whatever it is that you agreed on in every single situation. So it is a journey, but you're very excited, both of you, to get into this journey. I see, or all of you, to get into this journey. I see that you're on the path of forgiveness. You all are forgiving each other. Now, in case you're still thinking, Reem, I'm not really sure who these people are. Oh, we've got a split here. So what is going on here? Oh, we have a split because there's a card that's the other way around. Oh, empty card. It's a new page, perhaps. There's a compass. You know how to navigate. So we're talking about who these people are. And this card shows up. It's that card for the unseen, right? And then we turn it the other way around and it's still unseen. There's mystery. These people have been mysterious to you for the longest time. Although close, you love them. Maybe you haven't been speaking to each other for a very long time. Yeah. That's what this card is saying. You haven't been speaking to each other for the longest time. One day they used to be so dear to you. How are you guys going to meet in that case? Wow, there's more to that. How are you guys going to meet? This month. So you've got the 5 of Swords. You've got the 10 of Wands. And you've got the Knight of Wands. How are you guys going to meet this month? Maybe I want an oracle card. I think this will tie the whole reading together. Desire. Wish upon a star. Yeah, it's funny because the Knight of Wands is the card of desire. So very interesting. It does look like one of these people, or maybe the whole group of people, if they're a group, or one amongst the group of people, or maybe it's one person, they have a desire to connect with you. That's what it goes down to. They will really want, because remember, you're the one that brings something super valuable to the table in this connection. And so this group of people or this person, I keep saying group, by the way, because of 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, have a great time. There's a lot of people. That's why. But it could possibly be one person for you. But this person, these people, they really desire, look, at any cost to connect with you this month. Maybe you will realize just how much they love you and what you mean to them through this one action that they'll be taking this month. I feel like here they realize that you do not want to talk to them. I feel like there's like a sort of a barricade or long columns, like you can't come in, you can't talk to me, you can't approach me. Perhaps this is talking about a past argument and you've given your backs to each other. So I feel like this month you will notice that a person who hasn't spoken to you for a very long time has the desire to speak to you at any cost. They will do whatever to amend the terrible communication that you have together. And I do foresee that they will be pushing through with the 5 of Swords, like borderline maybe annoying you, or you will feel like it's annoying. They don't mean to annoy you, but they're like, hey, talk to me. No, it's time for us to talk. Don't put these doors. Let me in. I want to talk to you. Yeah, I feel like they will be taking a massive step to talk to you this month. And they will do whatever, no matter how hard it is, because that's a 10 of Wands. You can't get harder than that. You can't get a card that's harder than that. 10 of Wands is like super heavy, and they will bear the responsibility of it with the 10 of Wands. That's the thing that perhaps will make you speak to them, because they're not only are they like trying at any cost, but the thing is here, they're not coming to blame you. They're not coming to communicate with you to say, hey, it was your fault. Although they have a lot of power here. Hey, it was your fault. Hey, you did that. You made me do that or something. Here with the 10 of Wands, they're bearing full responsibility, and they will say something along the lines, no, we got to talk. I want to talk to you. I want to speak to you. They have realized exactly what you bring to the table. Maybe they have a lot of authority over one thing or another that they've leaned too much on in the past, but now they realized that yes, you do bring a lot to the table, And yes, you do want fairness. You're not asking for much. It's not like you have the devil card here where it's like, I bring a lot to the table, I want it all. It's not like that. They realize with the Two of Wands, you want justice. You want things to be fair between the two of you. So yes, you'll be approached by someone. It looks like it's a big deal. It's going to cause a massive transformation in your life. I think you're going to be happy with the powerful communication and exchange of ideas that you have together. Perhaps there's a lot of maturity happening between the two of you, especially with this person that's going to be approaching you. And I think, since this is the focal point, that it is going to be a big deal in your life. I think it's going to make you so happy. Four of Wands, have a great time. Three of Cups, Two of Cups. You're finally coming together. This time with a strong bond that will change everything. It's going to change the course of your future between the two of you. You understand what is fair and just between the two of you, and you're walking away with the Eight of Cups from your old ways. That was kind of like the virus. Maybe to you, you've realized this was a big deal. Perhaps it was the other person, maybe, who thought it was such a minor thing. What's the big deal? Only for this month, only for them to realize this month, or maybe they've realized it for quite a while, that it was hindering your freedom. It was hindering your energy, your power. It was making you miserable and unhappy and weak. And they are realizing that maybe their point of view could be right in some way, but your point of view is also super right. And it's time to look at things with its proper complexity. Now, you could be listening to this and thinking, what do you mean? Of course it's obvious that things should be fair. Of course it's obvious that it's a big deal. Perhaps this person is just starting to learn. And maybe when they speak to you, they will realize just how much of a big deal this was. They realize it wasn't such a small deal. But as they approach you, at the very least, they are thinking to themselves, it might be a small deal, but obviously with the virus card, it did bring a lot of pain, so it's not such a small deal. And as they speak to you and you speak to them, they get to understand where you stand and how it wasn't such a small deal. It is a big deal. You're creating the vaccine for it, so to speak. Yeah, both of you are understanding. You too, by the way, you'll be understanding the complexity of the situation. Maybe they'll let you in on their thoughts and their why they have to have some form of authority over something. Like the why is not the right thing, but maybe they'll explain to you, if I don't feel like I'm in power, maybe I will feel like I'm weak. And in that case, that's a whole new conversation that you can have together. But yeah, overall, this is what I see going on in your month. I don't see any other energies, but why not? Let's take out 3 final cards to see if there's anything else going on for you this month, although this is the focal point. Anything going on for pile number 1 other than that this month? Queen of Pentacles. Great. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot to remove the extra cards. And you've got the 9 of Swords. So, maybe this card came out for a reason. It says we create a tarot and oracles. That's what the publishing house here is saying. So perhaps it is talking about what you're creating. So maybe this could be talking about your job or something. It doesn't have to be your job. Maybe you're doing something that you're going to get a lot of results for. So yes, it is something that you're creating this month. Yes, I did see a little bit towards the 10th house and I forgot. So the Uruz rune, which is a rune of health and vitality, it does look like in the 10th house, which is a house of goals and career, it does look like you are getting a lot powerful results for something that you have indeed created, something that you were worried about, it seems. This worry is absolutely ending this month. And I do see that now you're slowly but surely getting massive results for something that you obviously worked to create. Maybe not right away, like you won't get the Queen of Pentacles energy right away, but I do foresee that you're starting to get a taste of it. You're starting to get a good amount of it, and as the days go by, as the months go by, you'll start getting more and more for whatever creation this was. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly the sort of energy that I see going on in your month of April. I wish you all the best of luck with that. So, mainly a massive transformation in a relationship that is very important to you, one that you will start having a great time in, that you will enjoy very much. And also, there's a little bit about how you created something that you were very worried about. Why were you worried? That you'll start getting great results for. So, why were you worried here? My dear pile number one, Two of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune, because you did your best, but the rest was in the hands of luck, it seems. And so you didn't know. It was a 50-50 kind of thing. Was it going to work to your favor? Is it not going to work in your favor? And I do see that it is going to work in your favor. The wheels of fate are turning to your favor. And yeah, it's going to start bringing in results. It's going to start raining wealth or results. And yeah, my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see for you. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, as you know, we're taking a look at your April 2026 predictions. Can't wait to get into your reading today. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them at any point, you'll always find that I list them below in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, actually, before I introduce your pile to you, as you can see on the far right is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment. This way we get a more accurate and detailed reading, of your month. Yeah, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Virgo, as well as Scorpio. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. And I'll be pulling out some of the runes and start casting to see what you can expect this month. Okay, so one, two, three. Very interesting. Let's take out the ones. This is kind of touching. I'm going to leave it and leave the ones that are related to the chart. So for pile number two, you've got the Yewaz rune. Now, something is very interesting in your reading today. You've got the Wunyu rune across the board. I can't believe it, because the Wunyu rune is a rune of bliss. It's a rune of joy. It's a rune of success. It's a rune of peace even. So that's wonderful to see. It's a great month for this pile for sure. You've got a lot going on in the 11th house here. Let's see. You've got the Yera rune, the Nothiz rune, as well as the Othala rune. So it is in its right house, because the Othala rune is a rune of community. It's in the 11th house, which is a house of community. You've got in the 9th house the Laguz rune, and you've got in the 7th house the Ewaz rune. Very, very interesting. I can't wait to explore your reading. There's a lot of fun, amazing things going on here for you this month. Let's take a look at your oracle cards to see what you have. Let's put your tarot cards to the side. So you've got intimacy. I did see something intimate here, because this is really cool. Because the Ewaz rune is all about loyalty, partnership. It's falling in the 7th house, the house of intimacy. And there you go. Something's going on here. The key word is the Lovers, right? So let's keep that there. I'm seeing a theme this month from pile 1 and your pile as well. There's something along the lines of people coming together or something. You even have a lot of it in the 11th house, which is the house of community. So if you're an astrologer, could you please let us know in the comment section what's going on this month? Is there something in the 7th house? Is there something pertaining to Venus maybe? What's going on? Because it's definitely a theme that I'm noticing. All right, so you look at that. Unbelievable. So you've got the Enneagram identification. So perhaps this is even a good relationship between you and yourself. Anyways, identification under the category of defense mechanism, and the keywords are resemblance, similarity, mimicry, comedy, seeming, as well as chameleon. Very, very cool. Okay. You've got the card Giant. Wow. Okay. Living legend. Okay. And you've got safety. You've got generosity. And anger. Wow, there's a lot going on there. This is the power of anger. Excuse me. We'll see what this is trying to say in a moment. Oh, thanks. I feel like your tarot cards are ready, but let's shuffle them anyways, in case we need any more cards. But I feel like these were chosen right away, so we'll take them. Okay, so you've got the King of Pentacles. You've got the 8 of Swords. Oh, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. And you've got the Moon card. Very interesting. We'll pull out more when we need, but let's take a look at what's going on. Do you notice something? There's someone in power here that is capturing others. They have a lot, but they're barely giving to others. They're putting them in the energy of the unknown. They don't know what to do. There's a lot of turmoil going on here, and it makes me think of the relationship between a person of authority and other people. So that could be a business owner and the people that work in their companies, or maybe this is a person in power and that's the people that they are supposed to be taking care of. So there's something powerful along these lines going on this month in this area, and we can definitely see it here. I feel like there's something along the lines of community, Othala in the 11th house, community coming together to break the blockage and take what's theirs with the Harvest rune, the Yera rune, which is also, by the way, rune of cycles. I kind of get the idea that it's a new era of people getting their rights in general this month. You're part of the people getting their rights. So that could be employment rights. That could be women's rights, like a community that are not getting their rights, and there's someone has authority that has been too unfair, too restrictive. People here under their authority are barely making it. And it's because of their moment of loss with the Moon card that they are coming together and they're deciding to fight back. They're deciding to get their rights, get what they deserve. with the harvest here. So that's a powerful energy going on. Through and through, this month is going to be full of bliss and full of joy and full of success. But that is one big thing that I see, especially that it's right next to the anger card, which shows how maybe there is someone in power, but it's the collective anger standing in their power that will make it impossible for them to put these sort of restrictions. You can see here the giant. You can see here two people looking like each other. So it's almost like you have that power, but we as a collective have that power. You have that power as an employer, but we as employees have that power, and we're not going to allow you to abuse your power to get what is ours. We're getting our rights back. In fact, let's take a look, because I always tell you guys, I love this guidebook. Let's see what it says about the anger card. Oh, that's the right section. What section is that? That spiral section? What is it representing? Emotions, the power of emotions. Okay, so let's get straight into anger. And it says, anger is a fierce sentinel that guards our boundaries, reminding us what is unjust or needs attention and protection. That's exactly what we've been picking up on. This strong emotion is like every emotion. It's neither inherently good or bad, but it can be wielded effectively or ineffectively. When raw and unchecked, anger can be destructive. Yet when exiled or unexpressed, it can fester. As Harriet Lerner writes in The Dance of Anger, those of us who are locked into ineffective expressions of anger suffer as deeply as those of us who dare not get angry at all. Courageous anger asks us to speak up on behalf of ourselves and others. That's what's going on. That's what I told you guys. On behalf of ourselves and others, whether that be through words or actions. Anger often protects us from deeper feelings of hurt, vulnerability, disappointment, hopelessness, or shame. The power of anger calls us to see what's below the surface, to explore what's burning deep within us, and then to bring forth the fire with purposeful action. So I feel like you've been in that tyranny, I would say, for quite a while. Not only until it became too much with the moon card, like you're really lost here with the moon. You guys feel absolutely lost as a community. It's not like maybe before you were able to keep afloat, thus letting things go, because you didn't want to maybe create chaos or cause any sort of issues, right? But now that things have gone to that extent with the moon card where you're really lost, you genuinely don't know what to do, you're like, no, we got to do something about here. And it fosters a lot of anger, and it allows you as a community to break through the very restriction that allowed this power to do to you guys whatever it was trying to do. I do see that you're not coming out of this argument empty-handed. With the harvest rune, the Yarrow rune, you're definitely getting a lot of rewards, big rewards, your rights back generously, may I say, and safely. You're going to go through this with a lot of anger, but as we read, it seems to be anger that is right, that is just, but also well thought out anger. It's not one that you just react without thinking. I feel like you as a community, you've been careful for quite a while, and thus when you do take action, you'll also be careful, but you're standing up for your rights this month, and you're like, hey, we're equal. We're like each other. Maybe you have power in that area, but we have power in that area. This month, this power sees what sort of a giant you are, what you're all about. And there's a lot of respect, it seems. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We were taking these group of people for granted. Their power shows now. They can never take you for granted again. So that is one of the big themes, most runes here that I see going on this month. Let's take a look at the 9th house. And you've got the Laguz rune, which is a rune of emotions, really. maybe you have a feeling about something. Intuition, it's also intuition. You have a strong intuition about something this month. What am I not seeing here? It could also be cleansing. Maybe you're cleaning up something. Let's see. What is the 9th house and the Laguz rune representing for pile number 2 this month? Maybe in the cards, but I'm not seeing it yet. Let's see. Let's get more clarification. Yeah. So what's going on there for you? You've got the Death card. What's up? This month is a massive transformation for a lot of you. And you've got the King of Wands. You're getting your power back. Oh, is that the same thing? But it's looking at it from a different perspective with the Ace of Swords as well. Clarity. So this month, you're regaining your power. Not only do you feel liberated and you're going to get your rights that we've explored, obviously, but I'm also seeing something else. This is the month where you learn about your true power. That's again why you have the Giant. There's something massive that changes within you as a person, how you feel and think about things, your perspective on who you are as a person, identification, yeah. How you see yourself this month, who you are as a person, that's a massive internal transformation that happens. I do foresee that this month you're standing in your power, you have great clarity on who you are, and not just within this situation, something within you truly changes. You're like, hey, what about that other person in my life who's trying to take advantage of me? I'm going to also go there and go, no, that's not allowed. And what about this other situation? It's like everything clicks. Everything, you gain wisdom with the 9th house. And you're like, that other thing in my life, I'm going to let go of it. I'm not going to see myself do this and that anymore. This anger really awakes something in you, and it awakes great power. It awakes a great understanding and great clarity of how you see your life, how you see yourself, and especially the power, your power within your life. That you do have a role, a big role, the biggest role, in fact, with the King of Wands. You're realizing this month in everything that's going on in your life. And thus, I do foresee you with this power making massive transformation moving forward. Your life suddenly changes because you're instantly making transformations in your life. You're like, hey, I'm not going to be paying you for this anymore because that's not your right. And if you don't remove what is unfair, I'm not going to be doing business with you. And the other person's like, oh, yeah. Let me just talk to my manager. The manager's like, oh, yes, you're absolutely right. You shouldn't be paying for this. This should be on us. We'll take it off your receipt. Thank you so much. That's respectful. Hey, you person, how can you be talking down to me like that with such ease? If you ever speak to me like this again, these are going to be the consequences. Or maybe you're cutting them off altogether, and so on. So yeah, you're gaining a lot of clarity this month. Your mind is changing. Your thoughts, the way you look at life is changing, and it is all from the perspective of you standing in your power. It's that month where you're sick and tired of things, silly things taking power over you, and you're like, that's it. That's it. That's not going to happen anymore. Yeah. So you're changing as a person. Wonderful. I love this for you. Okay. Let's take a look at this intimate situation there, because there's love here for this pile. Now, if you are not interested in love, maybe this specific part is not for you because it is a general reading, or maybe it's talking about an intimate connection between you and a friend, like, a close relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? A very close relationship between you and someone. So what's going on there? I feel like someone hits the spot for you this month. Maybe they're the right person that you're looking for, or something like that. Let's see. They say the right thing, maybe they do the right thing. Let's find out what's going on for you this month. So you've got the Two of Wands. You've got the Chariots. You've got the Four of Pentacles. and you've got the Fool card. Now, I'm going to say something, and I don't want you to shoot at me. I'm just a messenger, okay? Because I know what I'm about to say. You may not even like. So this is not my opinion. This is not your opinion. This is just simply what I'm seeing, right? I am seeing something along the lines of being picked. Two of Wands choosing, of being picked. Going after, like, yeah, being picked and being valued. So I get the impression here. So you're the one who's hitting the spot for someone else. It's not the other way around. All right. What do I see? I see that this month you're meeting someone who truly matches you. You're like, oh my God, this person looks just like me or behaves just like me. Oh my God, I feel like this other person is me, or I feel like this person is just like me. And I feel like this is not just your sentiment, but it seems like it's the other person's sentiment as well. So I feel like there's some form of power couple forming this month. You really hit the spot. There are two hands. You hit it from two different perspectives. So you really hit the spot for each other. Perhaps this is talking about how you guys are choosing each other. I don't know why you have the choosing card. Maybe you guys have multiple people that you're choosing amongst, or maybe you're choosing to move away from singlehood. Maybe both of you were like, have made the decision. I heard a vow. Maybe for some of you it's a vow, or the other person, not to get into a relationship. And this is a month where you're making a completely different choice, an absolute U-turn with the Chariot, because it looks like with the Four of Pentacles that both of you are absolutely valuing each other. You're it's almost like, oh my God, I can't believe I found this person. I am going to hold on to this person. And it's going to be solid, because with the fours, it's a square, it's something solid, it's something foundational. And although it's going to be super exciting, it's a new page, which means that this is a new person that you're meeting this month. That answers the question. You're embarking on a whole new journey, the two of you together. You don't know what to expect in this relationship, but it's so exciting, and it's almost like you can't stop. You're just lured into it, the two of you. There's nothing that can stop it. And in fact, with all this fire, this is passion, raw passion. This is love. This is expression. This is, yeah, fire, the fire of love. Ooh, it's very strong, something very powerful that you almost can't pull away from. And I do foresee, and what I love about this relationship is that it's very loyal with the Awaz rune. There's a lot of trust between the two of you, and there's a strong partnership that is forming. There's a lot of, loyalty between the two of you. They're the horses. By the way, the Awaz rune is a rune of horses. So both of you are super loyal to each other. And also the horses represent this year, the fire horse. So maybe it is in the year of the fire horse that you're going to find your person. Yeah. I feel like both of you are going to be so protective over each other, but also you are going to be feeling super safe in this connection. That's definitely something I'm picking up. Both of you are going to feel back and forth the generosity of your souls, fire souls, the generosity of your souls, two generous souls coming together. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. And overall, I keep telling you guys, there's a lot of bliss and happiness going on in this month, because imagine it's a month that you find your power, you stop tyranny from happening, you find the right person of your life. This is a great reading. I love this pile. And let's take a look at the safety. I think it's going to be super interesting. So what is this section? The one that looks like a water drop? Individuation. Okay, so let's open into the safety. Oh, there we go. And it says, we are all hardwired to recognize danger. Seeing our world as full of threats can lead to an overactive default of feeling unsafe in our bodies. When we don't feel safe, our bodies and minds constrict, holding tension and narrowing perspective. But in moments when we are truly safe, we can cultivate the power to relax, let go, and train our nervous system to rest. There are many ways to build this internal sense of safety. Our breath is a powerful tool. Long, slow exhales send a signal to our brain and body that we are safe. We also find safety in the support of the earth. Each morning, when we rise out of bed, we put our feet on the floor, confident beyond a doubt that the force of gravity will meet us and hold us safely. Yeah, we take that one for granted, don't we? When we allow ourselves to fully relax, we can let our shoulders drop, our jaws unclench, and our muscles ease. Cultivating a sense of safety in our bodies is a vital foundation from which to navigate the world with confidence and grace. Oh my God, what a reading. I truly feel, I mean, the card couldn't have been clearer. I truly feel that through and through this month, you're feeling a sense of safety, you're relaxing, your nervous system is calming down. I feel like you're finding yourself this month. You're feeling safe within your community, within an intimate relationship, and within yourself also. I feel like you're going to realize this month moving forward all of the things that used to bring you tension and all of the things you used to do that were a result of a lot of stress, unsafety. And now that these things are going to be removed one after the other throughout the month, I feel like you're going to start realizing the stresses, the stress points. So, for example, maybe you get a lot of money this month, and then you find yourself going, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat this, and I'm not gonna do this so that I have money towards the." And then you're like, "Wait a minute, I have excess. I don't need to do that. I can eat." you know. So that's just an example of what I mean by realizing stress points that were just normal before, or maybe before you would go, "Oh, I'm not going to respond to this message before they respond to me because maybe they are their intentions aren't good. They're trying to do this, they're trying to play games, and if they're playing games, I'm not going to connect with them." And then you're like, "Oh, I'm just communicating. I'm being me. I can say whatever I want. I can we can communicate or not communicate whenever we want, and it's safe. It's all good." So, yeah, I feel like you're noticing throughout your safety this month all the stress points that you used to go through. And you're like laughing at them, going, "Oh, that was a stress point. I didn't even realize that was a stress point. Oh, that was a stress point. Oh my God, I can't believe I was doing that." Now that you know the healthy thing, you are like, "I'm never going to do that again because that wasn't healthy. And this person wasn't allowing me to be myself," and so on. So yeah, it's really amazing this month. Last but not least, you've got the Awaz rune in the second house, and the Awaz rune is all about protection, but it could be an ending to something or resilience. So is it talking maybe about your body, or is it talking about your finances? Let's find out. My dear pilot number 2, is it talking about your body, your finances? Is it this or that for some of you? Is it both? Let's find out. So you've got the 6 of Cups, the King of Cups. You've got the High Priestess. Something internal. High Priestess could be your body for some of you. It could be your energy levels. King of King of Cups could be your emotional state, emotional body. 6 of Swords. Your internal situation. So it's not money, okay? I feel like it's talking about your body. In fact, it is the other with the second house. It's money or the body. I do see it's talking about your body. I do see a lot of cups and water here in this particular High Priestess. It's perhaps talking about your emotional state and how it's affecting your body and your energy levels. And so the 2 6s, there's growth this month. There's movement forward, which means that when it comes to your emotional situation this month, emotional healing, that's definitely happening, and I definitely can see why. I mean, you're liberating yourself in a lot of ways. There's a beautiful relationship going on in your life. It's not a surprise that we do see a lot of emotional healing, specifically resilience, emotional resilience. You're building a lot of emotional resilience this month. Perhaps you're rewiring your brain, your mind. You're rewiring your mind. It's growing in the healthy way. It's coming out of this tumultuous times where maybe you were super stressed, super angry, super sad, super lonely, maybe, into feeling better. Also, you feel like the world's taking care of you, or you're taking better care of yourself. You're moving out of these darker times with the Six of Swords. I feel like things are calming down, and thus, as your emotions are calming down, your inner state is calming down, your energy levels are. That's the first thing you're going to notice this month at an all-time high with the King of Wands, your energy levels. So it may take a while for your body to heal because of this emotional turmoil that you went through before. But what I do see is that the one thing that you're definitely going to see a huge surge of is the energy, a lot of energy this month, a lot of energy. And you're excited this month. There's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of love. Yeah, you're having a lot of fun, and you will experience with the King of Wands a lot of energy, and it is going to make you feel like you're feeling your best physically as well. And this is all leading to your body healing from the past. Six of Cups, healing from the things that happened in the past, moving well into the future with great health. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, these are the energies that are at play that I see for you in the month of April. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your April 2026 predictions. And these are the, oh, thanks. These are the decks that, looks like you got 3. These are the decks that I'll be using to explore your reading for you today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the, which one? Let's go again. In the description box. And as you can see, on the far right is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to get a more accurate and detailed reading, thanks, of your month. And yeah, very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Taurus, as well as Sagittarius. Welcome to reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. And we'll start shuffling your runes so that we can cast them onto your empty chart of astrological houses to see the energies at play in your month of April. So, what can pile number 3 expect in their month of April 2026, please? Okay, because I have one right there. It's not falling. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's take the ones that are not in the chart or touching the chart and see what you have. It's interesting. There's something that I'm noticing this month. This month, most piles have their runes right in these areas. The 8th, 9th, and the 10th house. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's definitely something I'm noticing. So you've got the and Su's rune in the 8th house. You've got a blank rune in the 9th house, as well as the Othala rune in the 9th house. But between the 9th and the 10th, you have, actually this one is in the 10th. Between the 9th and the 10th, you've got the rune, oh, you've got the Yera rune. Okay, very interesting. And in the 10th house, you've got the Kanaz rune. Love, love, love. It's looking really cool. And yeah, we'll get more information as we take a look at your cards, but let's very carefully place them here. I don't know what's up in this area this month. All right. In fact, I asked if someone, it was in pile 2 that I asked. Okay, but anyways, let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what you have. So you've got the Enneagram suffering. It's under the category of avoidance. So the keywords here are emotional pain, frustration, sadness, boredom, limitations, as well as restrictions. Okay. Let's keep that here. And you've got patience. That's one of the powers. Patience. We'll definitely read this one. And you've got the card student. So maybe you're a student and you're going going through a lot this month. Maybe if you're a student, you're really feeling it this month. You have a lot of studies and homework and research to do, and you're feeling like, oh my God, I can't take another day of that. And you got to stay patient. So that's kind of the energy I'm picking up, even if you're not a student. And let's see the rest. So you've got feeling with the keyword sensitivity. Okay. You're all in your feels this month, all the water. You've got get away with crime. And you've got ailing person. Right. Let's take a look at your tarot cards to see what is at play for you this month, my dear pile number 3. What is at play for you this month? Right. So you've got the card for the 3 of Wands. You've got the 10 of Pentacles in the background of the 10 of Swords. You've got the Page of Wands. Whoop! We've got to be careful with the YouTube rules. We can place a rune and maybe even use it in the Sun card. So you've got the Page of Wands, and that's the Sun figure. You've got the Death card. Okay. And you've got the 9 of Pentacles in the background of the 9 of Swords. I feel like this month you're going through a great difficulty that will reap a lot of great results moving forward. Yeah, it's just like that student who's so tired, cannot take it any longer. They have all of these things to do and they just want to sleep. They're barely making it. But they hear towards the end of the month that they've gotten great results. So it's kind of like that. You're not walking out of this month that I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. This month is full of pain, right? It's full of stress. You don't have to go through the internal stress. But yes, I do see you tired. I do see you going through a lot. And you're trying to be patient with everything. But what I will tell you, that this is going to be the very thing with the Death card that leads to massive transformation in your life. I do see that this is leading to a new, fun, exciting page. And it's leading to a wish that's finally coming true, and you're going to cry watching this wish happening for you. You're like, especially that you worked so hard, and it's leading to massive results with the 10 of Pentacles, ones that you did not even foresee coming. So let's try to see what you're suffering through this month, my dear pile number 3, or what the runes try to show us. So whatever you're going through this month is not just you going through with the 9th house. It's a collective thing. So it's not just you. So that it could be you and a group of students. It could be you and your colleagues. It could be you and your city, you and your country, maybe even. But it's a collective thing with the Othala rune. So you're not going through this difficulty alone. You have a lot of people who are going through the very same thing. And I don't know if they're going to be getting great results like you, but at least what I do foresee for you, that it's getting more than you think you're going to get, which is amazing. The Kanaz rune shows what I've been telling you regarding how maybe it's not entirely easy this month, but it's definitely, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, or at least it's showing you that there is light at the end of the tunnel, the Kanaz rune. And a harvest rune between the 9th house and the 10th house, you and the collective and what you're going through this month will lead to massive results. Could be financial, it could be in your career, it could be towards your goals, right? 10th house is also goals. Get a lot of results towards your goal. So yeah, that is what I am seeing here. There's something very interesting going on as well. You've got the Ansu's rune in the 8th house. Ansu's rune is like some form of communication. So that could be communication, internal communication between you and the higher power, because that's the Ansu's. But also it could be communication between you and others, because you've got the Othala rune here as well. Others in this situation. You're like a tight-knit community this month, helping each other out in this difficulty. So what is this difficulty that you're going through? Let's get more information regarding that, because I thought the runes were going to show us, or maybe it's going to differ from one person to the other listening to the pile. But let's see. It is a very difficult thing, at least emotionally. Very difficult thing on you. It's taking a toll on you. But boy, the results are incredible. So what is this difficulty, my dear pile number 3? Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity, right? So you do recognize that it is an opportunity. Okay. You've got the King of Cups. You've got the Devil figure in the King of Cups. It's kind of like bittersweet, because you know you want it. It's an opportunity, but you hate the limitations that are coming with it. The Fool card, and you've got the Fool wearing the Hierophant. So you're equipped to go through this. You're very well informed. You've got a lot of knowledge, information, experience maybe. Yeah, because you do have student after all, which means that you've learned a lot, right? And you've got the World card, but it's going to be, again, the end of it. And you get to experience a totally new world because of this opportunity. So the difficulty, as I said, is in an opportunity that has a lot of limitations, but it's one that you wouldn't let go of. You absolutely love, but you just hate that one thing about it that's taking a toll on you. But the wonderful thing is, with student and the Hierophant, is that you've got all the knowledge needed to go through it this month. This is what the cards are showing. And although you're going to be super restricted, or feeling like you're super restricted this month, it will be the very thing that takes you from the world you're in now into a new, much elevated world next month. So yeah, it's a 1 month type of deal. What are the exact, now that we know what this is about, the difficulty, what is the exact limitation here in this opportunity? For pile number 3, please. The Moon and the Page of Pentacles. And there's the Hangman upright. It keeps talking about how although there are limitations, you are aware, because it's upright here as well, you are aware of, it is your knowledge that is going to remove this very limitation. Okay, so with the experience or the knowledge that you have, you'll be able to reverse this limitation. But back to the limitation. It kind of shows here there is a surprise. The surprise is that the limitation is not real. Hold up, I'll explain what I'm trying to say. You think there is a limitation, but the more you go about it and do what is necessary, the more you'll realize that you have the knowledge to reverse this limitation. And then there will be a point this month where you'll think, oh my God, why am I suffering through this? It's not as hard as I thought it would be starting out the month. So the limitation is not being removed towards the end of the month, but somewhere during the month, where there's a turning point here of you being super stressed to you going, oh my God, my wish is coming true. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. My dream's coming true, because even the limitation part didn't turn out to be such a limitation. Why? Because I have the knowledge for it. The moon suggests that in the beginning it's vague. It's dark. Maybe you don't know what is going on or what is about to happen or what it is all about, and you're swimming through this dark abyss or something, only to realize, hey, I recognize this. Hey, I know about that. Oh, wait a minute, that's this. Oh, I can see the buildings. I can see the road. Oh, I know where I am. I know what this is about. And this is not difficult after all. So yeah, it's a limiting belief. And by the way, this is what the devil figure is all about, or the devil card is all about. A limitation that's not real. You think it's a limitation. Yeah. So that's what's going on. You've got all the keys, all the tools needed to navigate it. So what's this difficulty going to look like for you? You've got the Emperor. Do you see? With the Emperor is not there. It looks like it's a situation that is totally suited for your power, your strength. But when you're not there, when you're not realizing, you're not sitting in your power, you're not going to be making use of that power. Meaning that it's only difficult when you're not standing in your power, when you're not using your experience, when you're allowing it to scare you before you calm down to see that you can do something about it completely. And so the minute you sit on your throne and realize, and not allow the devil to sit on it instead, which is your limiting beliefs, you're gonna go, there's a turning point here where you're like, oh my God, this is not stressful. This is my wish. Oh my God, this is amazing. And so instantly you're instigated into you're already on this path, but now you're like, oh my God, I have full control over this. And the path doesn't change, but to you it changes. You're like, I know where I'm going. Oh my God, this is leading me to my wish. This is working. And your whole world is going to be changing this month. And this is probably why it says get away with crime, because initially you're running away from something. You feel like you're being chased. You feel like another power is trying to take over you, until you're like, hey, wait a minute, these are my rights. You know how when they say, when you know your legal rights, you can't be bullied if someone decides to bully you. Not that everyone ever is going to, but if any person in power decides to, and you know your rights, it's not going to happen. So it's kind of the same thing. In the beginning of the month, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do about this? There's nothing, I don't know what to do. It's a path that I don't understand. And then when you realize, hey, this is my strong point. I can use my strong point there. Hey, I can totally take care of this. I got this. And from that moment, things start moving for you in the month of April. So yeah, it's just starting off on a rough patch, but then it's going to go great. it's going to be great towards the rest of the month. Yeah, and it's a collective thing. So is everyone going to be saved with you, or is it just you? Well, it does show this is just you, unless with the Empress is land, motherland. So if this has to do with a whole country, then yes, you and the country is being saved. There's a massive transformation there. But if not, I would say the chair is representing you. Yeah, abundance for you. Okay. But actually, the Empress is mother, and there would be children. So maybe it's everyone. Let me just check. I'll pull out another card. Is it just you or everyone? Again, I would say the same thing with authority here. If this is a land, then it's all of you. If not, it's starting at least with you, with the King of Wands. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is what I see. That's the difficulty that I see for you, but there's light at the end of the tunnel that you are experiencing this month. And yeah, you're reaping the rewards even this month, and it's more than you are expecting. So let's check that one out. What are the rewards that you will be reaping this month? My dear pile number 3. What are the rewards that you are reaping this month? So you've got the King of Pentacles. Wow, that's a lot of rewards. I keep seeing that you will be reaping a lot of rewards. I kind of see something along the lines of maximum rewards, whatever maximum is in what you're doing. So if you're an athlete, for example, you're getting the gold medal or something. You've got the King of Swords. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. And you've got the 6 of Cups. So what are the rewards? Yeah, I feel like you're getting most, if not all. That's first place, second place maybe. Something about that first place. Maybe this is like a lot of money or a lot of grades or maximum grades. If it's money, then it's the best that you can make out of this situation. Like you're getting the highest raise or the highest salary in this position, something like that. You're getting the best out of this situation. The most paid maybe in your industry or something. King of Swords. Oh, your reputation. It's not just money or results, but also great reputation. King of Swords, the mind, how people think about it, how people see you. There's great honor and respect with the Hierophant here sitting in the King of Swords. You're deemed or seen as the best. You get the best out of everything. Like bar to none, really, because second place only has 1. Do you see? So it's like there's a huge gap between you and the second person in line or something. Now, these rewards and this reputation is going to allow you to embark on a dream, on a new path. And I do see it here, even this month, towards the end of the month maybe, or at that turning point. It will allow you to embark on a dream. You're like, oh my God, I made this happen. It worked. Now that I have all these results and reputation, and maybe it's next month, maybe it's this month for some of you, I don't know. But you're thinking, oh my God, so this worked out for me. Now I have the resources needed to start working on my dream. I always had this in mind. I always wanted to do this. This is what I dream of. But now I have the tools, the resources, the network, whatever it is, that will allow me to plant my dreams, to start making it come true and come to life. So that's really cool. Yeah, it's going to feel like, I would say, a divine moment this month. It's a big month for you, full of what will feel like hardships, only for a turning point to change everything. this new page, this new turning point, it's going to feel super positive, and it's going to feel like, yeah, a new era in your life. What is this rune? There we go. It's the Thurisaz rune. And you know, this is what the Thurisaz rune is all about, because the Thurisaz rune is kind of like disruption, pain, just like the thorns of a rose or a flower. It hurts a little bit only for it to generate collagen in your skin. It's kind of that. It's a lot of pain that allows you to generate something great in your life, and you will be using this to make a dream come true. Yeah, that is what I see here. Anything else, my dear pile number 3, that is going on for you in the month of April? Anything else for pile number 3, please? You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot. It looks like a proposal. You're getting a proposal this month. Strength. And you've got the Two of Swords. Sorry with the background noise, this is my niece. Okay. So, you are getting a proposal this month that will allow you to pass through something gated. This proposal is kind of like a pass-through card. It allows you to have access to something that only few people maybe are allowed to have access to, or you couldn't have access to it without some form of permission or certificate or something. And this proposal will allow you to see into a world that maybe you didn't have permission to see through or couldn't see through, but it's not coming without the pain first. Blood, sweat, and tears leading to opening up of another world. We saw that for you. It's opening up a new world for you. It's saying the same thing, but yeah, there's a proposal. That's all I'm trying to say. Through your hard work, sweat and tears, blood, sweat, and tears, a proposal will show up this month. A legal one. So maybe it's a contractual one or something. You will sign a contract, maybe. It will allow you to have access to something you never could have access to, and see a world or see things you didn't have access to see before. So what are you going to have access to? The Lover's card, Judgment. Judgment card shows us that after this world, we get into another world, right? This is the religious understanding. That's what the Judgment card artwork is based on, that there will come a time where Judgment Day will come and everyone's going to be paying for what they've done. So I'm getting something along the lines of results. Adam and Eve, so this is in heaven, right? So the results are good, very positive. It's kind of like, in order to get access to something, you have to have a certificate, you have to have positive results, maybe market results that prove something. Maybe, oh yes, with the reputation, there's something along the lines of feedback, reviews, maybe you're getting a lot of reviews. Something like that. Certificate, reviews, your product or service speaks for itself, grades, a certificate to work. There's something like that here. I'm not sure what it is. It's going to be different, of course, from one person to the other. But yeah, finally a new world opens up to you. The reading continues to say the same thing. And finally, you get to see the other side. You get to see and be part of a world you didn't have access to. Yeah, there is a proposal. This could be a work proposal. This could be a partnership, sponsorship, if you're an athlete, anything like that. But yeah, My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. It seems like the month is really revolved around this, because when I asked for more information, we still get that. But yeah, it brought it down to a proposal. It shows you that there is an offer coming up. Yeah, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, there's a choice. You get access because, yeah, if you have it, you're chosen in. If you don't have it, you're not allowed in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this was your reading. Truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your April 2026 predictions. Hold on, I feel like you have 2 cards here. And these are the decks that I'll be using to explore your reading for you today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. And as you can see on the far right, there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on to get an accurate and detailed reading of your month of April. But very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Thanks. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Aries, as well as Cancer. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, let's get straight into it and cast your runes onto your chart to see what energies are at play for you this month. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let's take these out and see what you have. So, wow, you've got the Gebo rune in the 12th house. This is amazing. You got the Othala rune mainly in the 10th house. It has a little bit of the 9th house. You've got the Berkana rune between the 6th and the 7th house. The Nothis rune between the 6th and the 7th house. And it's funny because it's 6 and 7 and my niece is going 6, 7. And between the 4th and the 5th, you've got the Algiz rune. Okay, let's place your chart right there and see what is at play. Very interesting runes so far. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first, as always, and then we'll be expanding your reading using your tarot cards. So you've got authenticity with the keyword masks. You've got imagination. And you've got mirror. You've got the Enneagram flattery under the category of fixation. And the keywords are excessive admiration, sweet talk, adulation, hypocrisy, seduction, as well as exaggerated praise. What's going on? It's like the mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? And you've got detective. You do have some things in the 7th house. I was like, does this pile have anything in the 7th house? Yes, you do. So let's take a look. Yes, we were just saying 6, 7, hello. Right, so you've got the, oh, we didn't shuffle. Hold up, sorry about that. Right, so what should pile number 4 expect in their month of April 2026, please? And you've got the Six of Wands. You've got the Strength card. The Four of Swords. It's an interesting Four of Swords. Her and the cat are resting. Okay. You've got the Queen of Swords. Five of Pentacles. And you have the Emperor. Your Emperor wants to show up. Okay, so what's going on this month? I see a lot of adulation here. What's going on there? What is going on there? Because Berkana Rune is about a new beginning. So this does seem like there's a new relationship in your life. It could be a friendship, it could be romantic. It's going to be very intimate though, like very close to you. This person is going to be very close to you. And I feel like this person is going to show up out of nowhere in your life, like unexpectedly. But there is a restriction here. I think this new beginning in your life, which could be a business partner, it could be a friendship, it could be a romantic relationship, is gonna cause a lot of restriction to your regular routine. Not only that, but it's gonna add new things to your routines. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you are going to be meeting a new person who really likes you. Look at this card. I mean, they are going to they like you to a great extent. Like you don't understand. They will really like you. Excessive admiration, sweet talk, adulation. Do you see? So you're going to be meeting someone who really likes you. In fact, with the mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, I really feel like this person thinks you are the best. So if this is a business partnership, for example, then this person is like, oh my God, this is the best person that I can partner with. There's no, I have a bingo there. There's no other person in the market like them. If this is love, then this is the best person out there in the world. No one is better than them. And so on. But yeah, I feel like you're partnering with someone this month. There's a lot of masks in your reading. Isn't this crazy? But it does say authenticity, and I do see the mask off. So it does show me that this person that you will be meeting in the month of April, that they may not be in general authentic. I feel like it's not that they're not authentic. I feel like they put on a strong facade to the world. But when it comes to you, I feel like they're taking off their mask completely. They are very vulnerable towards you. And I feel that you are kind of doing the same as well. I feel like both of you are taking your masks off. And although with the sixth house, it seems like you're a person who has a lot of routines, very disciplined person also. Emperor, both of you, by the way, this is split in half. It's like both of you are very disciplined. You both have a lot of routines, but something's so funny going on this month. You see the girl and the cat, they're resting. They're like, oh, let's forget about everything and have a lot of fun. So I feel like this person that you're meeting this month is you and them. You're like forgetting about all of the world and you're deciding to have fun together. I feel like a lot of your routines particularly are on pause this month. New ones are coming in. Maybe there are new habits now where you get to call each other in the morning or meet every Saturday or meet every day. Who knows? I don't know. Something like that. I feel like there's a lot of creative energy this month with the algae's rune in the fifth house, between the fifth and the fourth. But yeah, let's talk about the fifth house here first. And you see, you got a lot of imagination. So I am feeling like this is a month where your imagination is at an all-time high. Strong imagination, also strong creativity, a lot of fun to the max, right? But this leads to the Five of Pentacles, meaning that this may affect your finances this month. Is it, maybe it's because you're restricting your routines? Or maybe you're spending a lot. Maybe it's because you guys are spending a lot this month, maybe to see each other or something, or bringing each other presents. There's a Five of Pentacles here. So your routines aren't on point, new habits are in, but you're having maximum fun. Don't shame yourself for it. Come on, you can, as long as you're not ruining your life, of course, you can have a little bit of fun. Go for it. I would say go for it. But yeah, be discerning, of course. Be absolutely discerning. This is a month where you're going to have a lot of fun. Now, when it comes to your stability, it's solid because you've got the algae's rune in the fourth house. So at the end of the day, even if there is a lack of resources or money or something, maybe this is sales for some of you, less sales, maybe this is less money coming in. If you're a freelancer, maybe this is just you, like everything is normal, but you're spending a lot of money, so there isn't a lot of money at the end of the month or something. But yeah, but things are solid. Emperor, fourth house, algae's rune in the fourth house, things are solid. You're very stable, and you feel very safe. You feel very safe. You feel very supported. What can I say with the fours? Very stable is the word I'm looking for. You feel very stable, which is great. You are in your energy of exploration this month. Yeah, fifth house, detective. You're like exploring each other. Your masks are off. You're exploring the world together. You are having with the Queen of Swords a lot of interesting communication, conversation, a lot of cerebral conversation. You are, yeah, intelligent conversation for sure. It's like you're resting and talking to each other and having intelligent conversation, deep conversation. And I feel like you're going to be a power couple because of the half of the Emperor. It seems like you come a little bit from two different worlds. Not, it may not be like worlds as in countries or cities. You might be from the same place, but worlds here could be different industries, different work, different cultures, different worlds in general. Your everyday worlds are different, but they merge as you come together. You're hearing about their world, they're learning about yours. It's very interesting. It's very intimate this month, and I feel like you're pausing a lot of things. You're pausing a lot of things to explore life together, you and them. I am seeing that you're going to have a massive gift this month that is leading you to your true path, your true north. What is this massive gift that you will be receiving this month before we get to the Othala in the 10th house? So, what is this massive gift that you're getting this month? My dear pile number 4. King of Cups. Books. Could be knowledge, maybe. Information. The Wheel of Fortune. And again, someone and their pet or their companion. Endeared companion. I feel like the relationship between us and animals are really real. They're like with the masks off. Even with the person who has a mask on, you can really see them when they're playing with their dog or their cat. for the most part. They are their true selves, the real soul shows. So, anyways, we were asking the gift, the massive gift this month. I feel it's a very fortunate one with the Wheel of Fortune. It's really changing your whole world. And it's informing you. It's keeping you super informed. You love the information. Also, King of Cups could be representing a loved one. It could be representing this new person, Berkana, new person in your life. And I feel like through the conversations that you're going to have together, because that shows up. I mean, the Queen of Swords is here for a reason. The interesting conversations that you're going to have throughout the month. It's changing your world massively. So it could be changing your world because this is a new relationship in your life. That of course. But it could also be, along with that, since you come from two different worlds, they will give you a lot of information that you had no foreknowledge about. And it looks like this information that you get will allow you to change your whole world. So maybe, let's say, you're marketing their finance in terms of work, for example, and they're like, in the financial world, if you do this, then you reap the rewards for your investment in this way. And you're like, hey, hold up, wait a minute. If that's true, then maybe I can create a marketing campaign that looks like it's targeting this, but in actuality, it's targeting these people, and they will want to invest here, and this will get, it's like information on the next level, where it allows you to do things in a very creative way. And it's one that will lead to massive changes in your life. And we'll explore these massive changes in a moment. That's why it's falling on the 12th house. It's putting you on your true north, moving you towards your true north. This information that this person will be providing you, specifically you, because you're giving them information as well, but the ones they're giving to you is life-changing. And it's like right information at the right time, and it will allow you to do something super creative this month. Yeah. And it's moving you towards your true north. Before we explore where you're going, which is the 12th house, I'm actually going to leave these cards here so I remember that we have a question regarding where are you going with this information. I just want to explore also your Othala in the 12th house and a little bit on the 9th house. So Othala is community, could be family. Maybe you're meeting their family, maybe they're meeting yours. By the way, Othala is home as well. What am I missing here? Home. Oh, goals. Maybe you're going to explore together buying a home. It's going to be one of your goals to start exploring buying a home, maybe even, or maybe this is like buying the real estate for your company together, if this is a business partnership. Yeah, there's a foundation that you're building together, you and this person, or maybe something else. Maybe it has nothing to do with this person and is simply talking about how this month you're exploring buying some form of foundation or establishing a foundation to your company, to maybe it's your home, buying, because we do see the 4th house here, something around a home for sure. So maybe you're exploring buying a new home for a lot of you here, or buying an office or renting an office, establishing a company could be even. Yeah, something is going on around this, but let's ask, what are you doing here? The Hermit. So this is alone. This has nothing to do with your partner for the most part. The Hermit, the Knight of Wands, but then you're together here. Okay, maybe it has to do with you, but they're helping you or something. And I see you signing something here. And the Tower. Oh, it looks like you were doing something alone, and then you're gonna explore, you're gonna break it, you're gonna bring down that thing that you were doing alone, and then instead do something together. So maybe you used to rent your own home, or maybe you used to own your own home. In that case, that could be you guys exploring and selling a smaller home for a bigger home for the both of you. Whoa, this is getting very serious very quickly. um, it could be that you had your own company, and then you're like, hey, we can put our powers together. Let's close the old company and build a bigger office together. I don't know what you guys are going to be up to, but this is, honestly, it feels great. I see you signing a new contract, a new lease maybe, or something. Yeah, there's definitely something around this in your month. You two, you and someone else are exploring, establishing something together, and closing down the old in favor of you doing something together. I see someone stuck here. Who's that? Knight of Pentacles, something slow. Oh, so the reason you guys are going to do something together is because the first one that you're bringing down or closing used to move so slow, and there was a lot of weirdness about it. There was a lot of things that were weird, or maybe not in the right environment. It's kind of like the right thing but not in the right environment, the right thing not in the right market, not using your potential in the right place or something. And I think that this is the element that this other person is bringing to the table this month. And yeah, it does clearly show that you're closing something old in favor of something better, more stable between the two of you. It allows for both of you to move towards your desires, your dreams, your wishes with the Knight of Wands. Very interesting. Congratulations with that. I love this for you. Okay. And 12th house, we were going to explore how this big gift, which is knowledge from a loved one, how it's changing your whole world. Let's explore how that's happening. So you've got the Nine of Cups. The Six of Cups. You keep getting a wish fulfillment. Going after a desire. Where was it? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Going after a great desire. So this Six of Cups is so funny because it reminds me of the conversation, the recent conversation on the internet around asking women, would you rather get lost in the forest, you know that one, with a man or with a bear? And it's intriguing because a lot of women said, no, actually, if I had to choose, I would choose a bear. So I don't know why that's coming up, but it's definitely something that popped up in my mind when I saw this girl and the bear. And I don't know why we have that. We'll find out. Four of Pentacles. Stability. Ten of Wands. How's your life changing? Yes, how's your life changing? So no, these are the cards I'm looking for. If I were to look at these cards, I'm instantly reminded of everything that goes around with this conversation around women saying, oh, because we don't feel safe with a man, and the man saying something along the lines of, but we protect you, and then the women saying, well, who are you protecting us from exactly? So I'm not sharing opinions here. Like, this is not a reading sharing opinions. I'm just trying to show you where I'm weaving the ideas together, how I'm weaving the ideas, looking at the cards intuitively. So, in my opinion, this is talking about how you were maybe protecting yourself in this office, in this home, in this business, whatever this was. You thought it brought you some form of safety, right? Only to realize with the information that this person is giving you that the very thing you thought was giving you security isn't going to give you security. And with the Four of Pentacles, your security lies with the opposite, with something different that maybe you've been afraid to do or be part of or have. The information that this person gives you allows you to see that you're drowning where you are without realizing, and that your true wish lies with the very thing you've been avoiding, because the thing you were holding on to may have been the very thing that was the danger, and that going in another route may be dangerous, right? But it's not as dangerous as that first route. This is probably why you're bringing something down that was slowing you, and could have been dangerous in that case as well, slowing you and dangerous. It could go outside of its environment, outside of its norm anytime. It could go out of the ordinary, out of the norm at any point, do things that you're not expecting at any point, and it could entrap you, and it could be the very thing that you think you're in control, but really it could be the thing that moves you, that is in complete control of you. And so this is a great gift because it allows you to move in the right direction with something less dangerous. It's not like it doesn't have risks and dangers. Of course it does. But it's more secure, much more secure than the other. And it's at least not going to be, it's going to be the end of the sort of control that first thing used to have over you. It used to own you almost. It used to make you move in the way it wanted. That's all out of the window as you venture into something new because of this information. This information, although has risks, its own risks, but it's much safer and much secure. So this is how the information that this person is giving you, changing the trajectory of your business, 10th house, this is why I say your business, your office. It could be your house with the Othala and the Algis in the 4th house. It could be your house. Yeah, office, something like that. Yeah, very interesting. So invaluable information that changes everything for you. Yeah, that's why you have the Queen of Swords. It highlights how there is smart communication between the two of you, and how connecting with someone from another world can bring in a different perspective that you're not seeing at all. And I feel like you're really going to be helping each other. You're both going to show a perspective about your worlds that the other one cannot see. But yeah, you're going to be meeting this person as a surprise. Last question I want to ask is, how are you suddenly going to meet this person? Like, this person is popping out of nowhere for you. So how are you going to be meeting this person this month? Oh, my dear pile number 4. So you've got the 7 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. That's definitely something you don't see coming. I get a sense of surprise. Yeah, of course. Surprise. I don't know, will they surprise you? You've got the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. I feel like they're really wishing for you. It's like, please make it work. So this is someone who's really going to like you. Please make it work. And you've got the 8 of Cups. Do you see? So whenever you leave, they're like, oh, please don't leave. It's like you leave, but you're still part of their heart. Oh, so cute. So, who's that person that's showing up out of the blue? I see a huge wall, and I feel like perhaps you have a huge wall. Maybe you are a person who's very private and you don't meet people that easily, yet they are able to reach you where you are. So maybe this is online communication or through the phone or a message. It kind of feels like they send something and they pray to the Lord that you're going to answer or something. And you do, because the Three of Cups is friendship. So a friendship begins actually right where you are at home. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have a great conversation with someone this month that you don't see coming. They reach you where you are. How do they, like, what medium is that? Knight of Cups. Maybe it's through commute with the road here. I heard road trip. Maybe someone here is going on a road trip. But yeah, I feel like through commute. Router is another thing that I heard, so it could be internet. So yeah, commute or internet. And it looks like you're gonna be spending hours with this person talking. Because when you do in fact leave, they're like, oh, like, why are you leaving? So yeah, it does give me the impression of long talks or long commute or something. Maybe they're dropping you off to work. That could be another thing. Or you're dropping them off to work or something. Yeah. So this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!